Hi, my name is Angela Delust and welcome to Angela's Computer Training. So you're going to get some basic computer training on Angela's SkyDrive and also organizing your business. So we're going to start real simple. You're going to be working with your mouse, your keyboard, and your desktop. So I want you to start by placing your mouse somewhere on your desktop, and we're going to create a folder strictly for your business. Go ahead and click the right mouse button somewhere on your desktop. Look all the way down and you're going to see where it says new, and you're going to choose new, and you're going to choose a new folder, and a new folder is going to pop up there for you, and you're going to name this folder. In this particular folder, I'm going to name Angela's Celebrating Home Business. Very simple, you can do this. So now I've created a location that everything that I do for my business with Celebrating Home will always be located in this folder. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the folder. Once you open up the folder, you're gonna see that the folder is empty because we have not populated it yet. So we're gonna populate it with subfolders. And so I'm just gonna start creating some subfolders, so especially create folders that are very important to you in your business. So the first folder we're going to create is parties, because we do lots of parties with Celebrating Home. The next part of my business that I want to create a folder for is fundraisers. The next part of my business is my team, so I want a team folder. Training is hugely important, so I am going to create a training folder. Another folder that I think is really important is a bean pot folder. In that particular folder, you can have all your bean pot recipes, your bean pot flyers, so on and so forth. We do need forms from time to time with Celebrating Home, so I'm going to create a forms folder. Facebook and social media is a really big deal in our business, so I'm going to have a Facebook folder. In addition to that, I want to make sure that I have a folder about all of our monthly promotions with Celebrating Home, so I'm going to go ahead and create that folder. Next, I want to create a folder with the SkyDrive, and these are documents and things that you're going to be able to download directly from Angela's Arboretum SkyDrive. And then the last folder is images, logos, and IPEGs. Will also be located all in this folder. So we can clearly see, if you look at the top of your folder, it's always going to give you the location it's in. I have placed this folder right here on my desktop. You can see it right here, Angela's Celebrating Home Business. I have subfolders in the folder. Now I want to populate these subfolders, and you can easily do that. Like, for instance, let's start with our fundraiser folder. We're going to go ahead and open that. We're going to create a couple of more subfolders in this folder. The first one we're going to create is brochures, so this will be all the brochures available for fundraising. The next one might be cover sheets or cover letters that you might have on file for your organization. Next, we're going to have tally sheets, again, that you might have on file. There's also forms connected to fundraising, so we might want to have that. And then I'm also going to have a folder, and this is fundraisers in 2012, so fundraisers that I'm currently working on. Always looking at the top of the screen, you're going to always be able to see where you're at. We are in Angela's Celebrating Home Business. We are in the fundraising folder, and then we have subfolders. So we're going to go back to Angela's Celebrating Home Business, and then we're going to create a couple more subfolders that I suggest. For instance, in your party folder, you're going to want to have a subfolder of parties in 2012. You're also going to want to have an invitation folder. I do all my invitations on the computer, so I'm going to want that folder. The next folder that I'm going to want is my hostess's email me invitation list. So I'm going to go ahead and make a folder for that as well. The next folder that I might want to have is things that I give to my hostess, you know, when she books a party, and then all flyers and things like that that I'm going to bring to the party. You can label these whatever it is that you use in your business, but having subfolders is going to keep you nice and organized. Again, I am in Angela's Celebrating Home Business, and I'm in the parties folder, and then I have subfolders in this folder. So we're going to go back to Angela's Celebrating Home Business. I want to teach you a couple of things here. Maybe you misspelled something, or you want to change the name of something. Anytime you want to change typing here, all you have to do is highlight that. You're going to go ahead and use your right mouse button, go down here, and you can rename it. So we can rename this Beanpot Info. For instance, if you ever need to maybe get rid of a folder, you no longer need it, use your right mouse button, go all the way down here, and you can delete that folder. It's always going to ask you if you're sure. You can click yes if you are, or no if you're not. I don't want to delete it, so I'm going to say no. So you can always change it around. You can also change around in here how you view them. Here at the top, you can clearly see if you click this little arrow, it is going to allow you to view these really, really large icons. So if you're over 40 years old, this would be a really good thing. Extra large, or you can do medium, so it's a little bit smaller. You can also do a list, so you're just coming up with a list. You can clearly see here. I like a detailed list on mine. It just shows me the date I have modified it. That way I know, if I haven't been in my party folder in quite some time, that tells me I'm not doing enough parties and I need to get to work. Now that you have set up your Celebrating Home Business folder on your desktop, this is the time that you're going to want to populate these folders and subfolders with everything that would correspond in the folder name. And you're going to be able to find what corresponds on your designer's office and also on Angela's Arboretum SkyDrive. I ask you to go to another video available to you explaining on how to populate your Celebrating Home Business folder. And remember, your business is all about those 3 B's: book, buy, and belong.